And continuing the usual trend of Dwibs not being able to give an intro.
And welcome back to Night of Champions.
That's because you just stole it.
Quite a nice crowd. Quite a nice crowd we have here, Dwibs.
Yes, it is. And today in this part, me, Jova, and Pedro will be facing off against random WWE superstars.
But Dwibs, that's a problem with that. How are we supposed to wrestle and commentate at the same time?
We're really just that damn good at our jobs.
We're clones.
Oh.
Well, I guess it makes sense since human cloning does seem to be a thing, apparently, according to recent news.
Alright, so, as Pedro walks to the ring in his fancy black suit, who will be his opponent?
It's David Cage.
We'll find out now, actually, in a few moments.
Depends on what you name it, so...
Wonder if Pedro recognizes this individual.
Berg.
Goldberg? No, it's not Goldberg, is it?
Oh,
yes,
God,
Goldberg.
Oh! You're gonna meet by Goldberg?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
What's his gimmick? Like, well, that he's so dangerous that the police have to monitor him?
He's a dangerous brute who has a pretty cool entrance theme.
And basically he was really big back in the early 90s.
I could imagine. Is he still a thing?
No. I'm pretty sure he retired by this point, didn't he?
Actually, he's been in WWE recently.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. That's
Makes sense. Well, being in this game.
You see, guys, he's too cool for entrance poses.
So they just have the whole scenery do all the work for him.
Yeah. Oh, never mind.
Bang, bang.
So is he like a heel or something?
Face.
Oh, so he's a good guy.
Yeah. Since Shiori, since you have the least experience with wrestling, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought she had more experience than me. Oh wait, never mind.
Right. I'm not really
I'll
sure.
explain in a minute, but carry on, Dwibs.
So...
Anyway, I was going to ask, so, who do you think is going to win?
Well, I think the one you're controlling is gonna win.
Well, it's a video game.
Well, actually, it's possible to do an CPU versus CPU match, so Dwibs could technically make this really fair, if you wanted.
Actually, I believe I'm playing as Goldberg.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
Oh, okay.
Well, dang.
Okay, Dwibs. So, of course, we have to do the usual.
Crotch kick.
We have to do the usual routine. So, what exactly is the backstory between our feud? Mine and Goldberg's, I mean.
Okay. You were recently indulging in wrestling nostalgia, but you got a bit too obsessive and accidentally insulted Goldberg via Facebook and Twitter. So he wanted to punch the shit out of you.
Ah.
No, wait, Pedro, I got it. You took his job.
Yes, I took his job. You see, the reason is, Dwibs, the reason he was away from WWE all this time is because I actually was the one who got him fired. I took his job, so now he wants revenge.
Took him a while, didn't it? Goldberg left WWE in 2004. You waited till now to do it?
You know what they say, the best revenge is one that's cultivated over years of preparation.
Yeah.
So yeah, meanwhile, I seem to be going for the legs.
And losing for it.
Question, Dwibs, is this just a fictional thing that they did for the game, or is Night of the Champions an actual new pay-per-view that WWE has?
Night of Champions, it's been a pay-per-view WWE's had for a while, actually. Basically, all the champions defend their titles.
Well, isn't that what a WrestleMania already is? I mean...
No. WrestleMania has its non-title matches too.
Well, yeah, but okay. Does Night of Champions? Okay. In every WrestleMania, you always have the WWE Champion and the World Heavyweight Champion defend their titles. But does Night of Champions also apply to the Intercontinental, USA, and Tag Team Championships?
Well, sometimes, yeah.
Because if it was an actual pay-per-view where literally every title holder of the WWE defends their title in one night, that would actually be a cool idea for a pay-per-view.
Well, that is this one, not the champions.
Okay, but like, is it like every single Night of Champions is it always every single title holder defending?
Well, there has been like 1 year where there's been a title not defended.
Ah.
Hey, Pedro, where are you going?
I'm walking off this match. I think he's had enough.
Cool.
But where are you going? Unless I am playing as Pedro? I've forgotten who I'm playing as.
Are you sure you're not playing as me? Because I've never seen the AI do this in a WWE game.
And now he's just stumbling around, acting drunk.
Yeah, I think you're the one playing as me, Dwibs. I mean, there's no...
I'm playing Goldberg. No, I think I'm playing as Goldberg because...
Yeah, he's playing as Goldberg. I'm thinking, Echo, that the AI occasionally does that when they think they've won.
What the fuck is up with this AI?
Well, Pedro, it's based off of wrestling itself. I mean...
But why did he just try and leave the match like that?
Well, back in my day when I was playing WWE games, the AI never did something like this.
I think that was back before wrestling kind of, you know... Wrestling is, Well, let's just say wrestling is very theatrical.
Well, of course it is, but that's not the point here.
I'm guessing that they took it to a whole new high.
Right on the concrete floor, that has to hurt.
Is that legal?
It's a false count anywhere match, Jova. It is legal.
Yeah.
And by false count anywhere, I mean literally anywhere. There was one match that ended right outside the arena.
Usually in a normal... Basically...
Spear! Oh, no, wait, Pedro reversed it.
Well, usually if it's a normal WWE match, you cannot be outside the ring for more than 10 seconds. However, in a false count everywhere match, obviously that rule doesn't apply because.
Okay, Pedro, why aren't you pinning me?
Because I honestly don't know. I think I must learn.
Weird. I'm supposed to be the heel anyway.
I must unlearn what I have learned, I guess.
God, you think that the heel of all people would be the one that fights more dirty?
Kick. Yeah, and that message is... And the spear worked this time. Uh-oh. Goldberg's about to go for his signature move, for his finisher move.
Sorry.
No! Pedro! No!
You're the one beating him up.
Oh, wait. Yay! No! Yay!
People, you're kind of not looking towards the people wrestling. Oh, hi, clones. No, seriously, there's two Asian women there.
I can't see whether I'm pinning him. One.
Again, guys, look behind you.
Man, I have a red torso and that's still not enough?
Wow, you're very resilient, aren't you?
I guess.
Ooh. Karate chops to the head. Oh, whoop. Nope, Pedro reversed that pin attempt. Ow! Whoa.
What
happened there? Uh-oh. Pedro go to his finisher.
Whatever that is. Oh.
Nope, reversed.
Dang.
Oh,
alright, this has got to be it.
2! No!
Not yet?
Dang, Pedro, you've been going to the gym.
Pedro, have you been taking steroids?
Maybe, I don't know.
Dwibs, maybe you need to get good.
Okay,
no, he's doing just fine. I guess.
2! No!
Crap.
It's interesting because back in the PS2 games, having a red part, getting a part of your body's opponent red was already pretty much assurance that if you pin them, he would stay down, especially after a finisher. So
and whack.
So
Let's see if it works. Fine, guys.
I guess they changed it.
1, 2, 3. Finally over. Pedro's back, ribs, legs, and arms are broken.
Yeah, put up a good fight though.
Possums.
Get it? Faking that he's dead.
Alright,
Knocked
next
out.
match.
Total match score, instant classic. I'm gonna disagree with you there, game.
All right. The next match is Jova's. Well, who's his opponent?
Okay.
Oh
so-
boy.
Let me guess. You had Jova fight JBL.
Nope.
Wait,
Chris
wait.
Jericho.
Chris Jericho.
Who the hell is that?
Actually, you know who you should have had him fought? Actually, never mind. They removed him from the games. Never mind.
Okay. Here's my feud. Jericho insulted America because he's Canadian, so Jova wants to take revenge.
Sure.
And I also want to prevent war between our two countries.
So is that the feud?
No.
Yes.
Don't you see, Pedro? I'm handling it Rocky style. To prevent a war, I'm going to fight.
Uh-oh. But guys, look, Jova's got an idea. Nope.
And I'm apparently a face, so good guy.
Yep, Jova the good guy attacked him from behind.
What the heck is that guy even wearing?
Yeah, basically, Jova anticipated that Jericho would know his moves inside and out, so he decided to take the initiative.
Good idea. Crotch!
How dare you insult New York like that? Hang on, I thought you were born in New York, technically.
Oh wait, he was?
Yeah, but he lived most of his life in Canada.
Huh. I guess who are you playing as?
Jova. Oh,
Are you now? Ow!
Sam.
Well, Dwibs, don't let me get beat up too much then. I'm counting on you to...
And off he goes, walking to the ring.
Well, let's have our formal entry, shall we?
Nope.
Oh wait, no.
No, the match has already begun.
Hold on. Ow.
But it's a no DQ match, Jova. As soon as you start attacking someone, the match begins.
Crud. I'm guessing it really hurts on the pavement.
Mm-hmm. Ow.
Oh!
Oh!
That really hurt.
And Jova broke his neck on the shin. Oh, slap.
Wow, heard that one.
And now Jericho's removed that silly-looking vest.
Wow, the vest instantly vanished. That's amazing.
Yeah.
He chucked it. He threw it away.
Huh. See how you like it. Let's take this inside, shall we?
Just as soon as you get a weapon.
Oh, you didn't pick the stepladder, for shame. Ugh. Ow.
But Jova reversed it.
Yeah. I'm all about that and all stuff.
Now to get another weapon. The stick.
Still not the stepladder.
Oh, ow.
It's so
And Jova's
defense.
It's nothing to win here tonight. Look at that. Another merciless blow. I think it's safe to say that
Guys, Jova's gone mental. What do we do? And now he's trying to attack the referee.
Lives, what are you doing?
I'm adding I'm adding a bit of a grey area to your character, Jova.
Yeah.
Going all Undertale genocide.
But don't you see, Jova? Faces are always more interesting when they suddenly turn heel whenever we least expect them.
I never did a heel face turn, but no, I will not turn heel. I won't give in to the evil voices within my head.
Too bad, Jova. It's in the script.
Well,
And Jova's going to do his finisher move.
in that case, screw the script! Like that.
And he's going to do the pin. Get ready, guys.
Nah,
One.
There's no way it's gonna happen.
2, 3.
What?
No, what?
Oh, come on. That was free, referee.
His hand hit the mat.
That was free.
What just happened?
The ref's hand hit the mat 3 times, so you should have won, Jova, but you haven't, apparently.
Dang.
Aw.
Biased.
That was clearly free. Just saying.
Bias. I call bias.
Walls of Jericho. Walls of Jericho. His painful submission maneuver.
On! Fight the Battle of Jericho, and the walls will come tumbling down, I hope!
Nope. Jova submits. Jericho wins by submission.
Are you serious?
Are you sure you were not playing as Jericho?
No, I'm playing as Jova, I swear.
Are you serious?
Really?
I had that fight won.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the screw job again.
I guess Jericho. I guess Jericho paid the referee or something. I don't know.
Yes, he did. That's it. That's the headcanon.
Okay, so what's the next match then?
Me.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It must take a while.
Let me guess, Dwibs. You're going to fight.
The Undertaker?
Oh
find
boy,
out.
that would be interesting. Dwibs versus the
And I'm
Undertaker.
going all. Oh.
Oh, of course, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I'm getting all retro. We're having it at a WCW arena. Basically, if you don't know, WCW World Championship Wrestling used to be WWF's back then biggest competitor, and they were quite dominant throughout the mid-90s. However, the late 90s, early 2000s, they really fell apart, including such baffling decisions as handing over their world title to a B-list celebrity, David Arquette, and they got bought by the WWF for, well, pennies, pretty much, in 2001, ending the company.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to be facing Steve Austin, but I've got someone accompanying me to help.
It's great because Steve Austin cuts some of the best promos ever.
Yep.
Oh, of course you play out the full theme and everything. Oh, hey, Shiroi.
I couldn't find anything else.
Warrior Princess, eh? Shiroi, you didn't tell me that you were an Amazon.
I'm sorry. From England?
No, I'm from England. She introduces the wrestlers' country, not the managers.
Of course.
Okay.
Besides, Wales isn't in this game, so...
You know, it's a shame that you ever can't fight the fight while wearing the suit up top and everything.
Well, you can, but I just choose not to, because wearing a suit while fighting is a bit impractical.
You realize you're talking about wrestling, right?
Alright? Yeah, so I just gotta tweak this setting every time. I have to learn to do this beforehand.
I mean, it's like I say, screw practicality. Look cool while you're giving the beatdown, man.
Anyway, me against Steve Austin with Shiori in my corner, where she will be doing such helpful things as standing there and clapping.
Seriously, that's all they have managers do in this game?
Well, sometimes depends. Like managers can do very applicable, but depends on. Okay, for example, if a character is heel, most of the time the manager will actually, whenever the referee is not looking, the manager would try to, help her client a bit, shall we say? And when it's face, yeah, when it comes to when it's the manager of a face character, yeah, it basically just stands there being the cheerleader.
Yeah, I'm #1. Hey, Sheila, what's the view like?
It's usually much more fun when you're doing a match and you have the second player be the manager, because it's always fun to see, like. It's always interesting because it's kind of a game on its own of the manager trying.
Just remember, shorter people have the advantage.
True.
Wow, so far, Shiori's providing some very good moral support. I'm actually doing very well against Steve.
What?
1. And this is a normal match, so DQs and countouts are in effect.
What a shame.
So I cannot use weapons. I must fight fair and square.
Oh, come on, you're having a match against Stone Cold Steve Austin. You decide to have it be a normal match, despite the others not being. Come on.
I wanted to shake. I didn't want every match to be exactly the same. I wanted to shake things up.
Yeah.
He's been through much worse before. He's starting to stumble here. But he's very aware.
You could have had this one be a Hell in a Cell. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
What now?
That could be
Hell in a Cell.
That'll be a future idea.
Basically, Hell in a Cell is actually my personal favorite type of match. Basically, Jova, it's this giant cell made and the characters have to fight in it, and they're locked in it. and that particular type of match has produced some of the most memorable matches in WWE.
Why is that?
Well, let's say, for example, for example, there's been moments where certain, like for example, there's, believe it or not, Jova, back in the 90s, there was even a wrestler. He's retired sadly at this point. Who actually accidentally fell from the top of the cell, so he generally had to be brought to the hospital. Right, of course, being the great professionals that they are, everybody acted like it was part of the show.
So it's like a cage match?
Yeah, it's a cage match, but on steroids, basically. Basically, instead of just being a cage that's like 20 feet tall, it's the giant cage. Like
wow.
There's also another really cool version of it, which is every time the first pay-per-view of every year in the WWE is the New Year's resolution or revolution rather.
Actually, they stopped that now.
Oh, they stopped that? Oh, so did they stop that?
The last one was 2007.
So they've never done that kind of match ever again?
Oh, I thought you were on about the pay-per-view. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
They actually have a pay-per-view now called Hell in the Cell.
Oh, okay.
So, Shiori, what's the view like down there? You're actually right near the ring.
Pretty good. I just hope I don't get any blood on me.
That's for later. That's for later when you fight Lightning.
Oh no, then I want all the blood.
Oh, you're Shiori. Although I'll be voicing Lightning, so oh god.
Don't worry, Shiori. Just as much as I have you as a manager in this match, you'll be having a manager in the next one.
You know what this figures?
Well, Dwibs can be me during that Lightning fight because I'm not good at improv.
You know what this figures? I mean, I'm the one voicing.
But I don't sound anything like. Oh.
Yes, apparently you do.
It's okay, Shiori. It's okay, Shiori. You'll think of something. Trust me. It's always in the situations on things that you hate when it's easy to come up with stuff on the fly. Which you seem to actually have a knack for doing.
Oh, my stomach.
Stone Cold's kicking your ass, Dwibs.
Well, this match is pretty back and forth, like a real wrestling match. Well, one that isn't a squash match.
Or one that isn't,
or whenever,
shall we say, rehearsed.
Or Dwibs, or whenever it's, except whenever it's Chris Benoit versus
Jova.
Unless of course if it's
no, Pedro. Remember, we can't mention Chris Benoit anymore.
Whatever. I'm not even gonna get into that, honestly.
What happened? I'm really curious now.
Basically, it's like this. Chris Benoit, who was one of the most popular wrestlers back in the early to mid 2000s, sadly, he suddenly
he took it too far.
No, he didn't take. Well, basically, basically one day he was actually literally found dead in his home. And with his entire family. So apparently he went nuts and killed his whole family and then killed himself.
Hey.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to mention it. Anyway, moving on. Except as when it's
schoolboy pin.
Wow.
2.
Oh.
Anyway, except when it's a Chris Benoit versus Orlando Jordan match.
So, what were his tactics anyway? Oh!
Gonna try to finish the signature move again. Come on, Steve! Get up! Get up and stay down when I hit you, you Texas piece of shit! For Great Britain!
So basically, we lose both our matches, but Dwibs gets a victory. I'm starting to feel like this was fixed.
No.
Well, actually, hold on. This is wrestling. What am I talking about? Yeah, it was fixed.
I was about to say. Actually,
Dwibs, you fixed this so that you'd be the one winning.
Hey Pedro, that gives me an even bigger idea. Which sport do you think is treated more like a business, wrestling or FIFA?
Actually, at this point, even WWE is more of a respectable sport than.
Because I mean, wrestling's supposed to be
fake.
Oh, well, guys, wrestling is totally real here and there. I mean, admittedly, there are the occasional.
There is Olympic wrestling and shit. The problem is that the Olympics looks incredibly gay, so nobody likes it.
Also, you do know I was kind of joking there, right?
Well, yeah, I know. It's just that I wanted to.
Steve Austin has 3 finisher moves on his thing.
But yeah. I will give wrestling this. There are quite a few matches where actual skill is.
No! Oh!
Well, I'm not gonna go in a rant about this. But the thing haters have to remember is that yes, it's true that this is technically a theater play, but you have to remember that in order to practice all these moves and do them safely without getting hurt, these wrestlers have to train for years.
No, I'm being schoolboy pinned. No! Oh.
If you try to do what they do every single week without actual proper training, you would basically break your own bones. It's just this is not while this is technically not a real fight, they're actually putting themselves in jeopardy because if something does go wrong, it can be really dangerous. It has happened. There has been plenty of wrestlers.
Hey, can I put Steve Austin away for good now?
Who knows? By the way, Pedro, as a ratio, what would you say the ratio of like staged and
hold on. 1, 2,
3. Yes, I win again.
Sure.
Yes.
right?
Truly, the best wrestling country is the UK.
Right.
It's the only one worth talking about.
Anyway,
high five, C-Roy.
You were asking, Jova?
So, Pedro, what would you say the ratio to stage matches to matches actually relying on, fighting prowess and skill are?
Well,
anyway, we can discuss.
It's kind of hard to say, especially because I haven't seen WWE in a long time. So.
Okay, we'll discuss wrestling psychology and that another time. In the meantime, join us for part 3, where Tio will join in on the action and we'll get 2 of the most hotly anticipated matches of this little mini event thing.
Yeah,
Shirai versus Lightning, and a fatal 4-way match between me, Jova, Tio, and Pedro for the coveted, newly formed SCWRM Championship.
Yes, and Teo will be guest starring in that part, because, well, not only is he in it, but I'm sure he wants to see Shirai beat the crap out of Lightning.
Yes, and I'm sure Shirai does as well.
I hope I win that match.
Well, we'll find out. See you then.
See you then.
See ya.
See ya.